us your name, where you are from, and what you do.
My name is Miles, I'm British, I'm a student.
And where did you volunteer at?
I volunteered in Uganda with a local charity called Catchad, who work with 2 schools/orphanages, Faith Children Foundation and Good Hope, and also they build spring wells in the local area and a load of other community development-based programs.
Could you tell us about some of the experiences that you had while volunteering and some of the programs that you were able to participate in Uganda?
So mainly I was working at the school/orphanage, which was Faith Children Foundation, although I also worked at Good Hope. But what that is it's you've got probably about 50% of the children there are from the orphanage. They board, so they stay over every night and they get fed there. And then 50% are from the local area, generally from disadvantaged families and impoverished backgrounds. So working at Faith particularly was an amazing experience. The kids, they barely have anything, but they're more energetic, more enthusiastic, more willing to learn than children where I come from. And I mean, yeah, Faith is an amazing place, and so is Good Hope, and the work that Catchad does there is also amazing, giving children who have lost both parents to whatever circumstances a chance in life. So yeah, and then also some of the other programs they do, because it's a development charity, every Saturday we would deliver food relief to local disadvantaged families. So that would be, for example, a large family where both the parents have died, so the grandmother is looking after the family. She obviously finds it very hard to afford and to gain enough income to support their family, education, food, health, clothes. So what Catchad does, with the support of volunteers, it goes and gives relief, whether it's clothes, whether it's food, school, educational resources, and that was an amazing experience because you can see the look on their face as they receive something and you know that it's actually physically helping them, and within the next few hours they're going to be eating that and it's going to make them healthier and yeah, you can see the sort of instant impact. And then on a Wednesday we'd go to the health centre, and along with George Mike, who is the main figure in the charity that you'll work with, the sort of on-the-ground person who's always there, always to help, you'll give an educational speech about a topic. So for example, this week we did it on typhoid, and the week before we had first aid actually. We had a volunteer here who was trained in first aid, so we gave a first aid speech to a load of women with young mothers basically. So yeah. And then more programs. The Catchad has built about 40 to 50 spring wells, I believe, and in the local area and also in rural Uganda. And a few days there I've been helping out, lifting stuff, helping build the spring well, which again is amazing because you see what it's like before they built it, and it's stagnant, dirty water that spreads typhoid, that spreads cholera and diseases, and then you see within 3 days it's made, and you've got clean, filtered water pouring out, and you can instantly see mothers, children coming collecting this water, and you know that generally they'll be very safe now. So seeing that is incredible. And then another big program we did was in rural Uganda in a district called Gombe, and it's about 3 hours away from Kampala, so we had to trek out there, stay in a hotel for about a week or so, and we were distributing solar lights, which was donated, I believe, by an organisation called Let There Be Light International. And yeah, so we would distribute solar lights to elderly and disadvantaged families. And these people, rural Uganda is nothing like urban Uganda. Rural Uganda is mud huts with thatched roofs, barely any education, nobody that I met really spoke English, probably quite illiterate, and again low income. So when an outside body comes in and gives them solar lights, I mean it can change lives, it can enhance children's education in particular because they can study even past it's dark, and it can mean that these adults, if they're doing work, let's say they're making maps, they can do it at night as well as in the daytime. But the main thing is it gets rid of these kerosene lamps that they were using before, which produce big, thick, black smoke, which cause really serious health problems for young children in particularly, and sick people, because the fumes get into your lungs. And also, I mean, having light is safe. If you've got knives lying around, or you've got a latrine that is basically just an open pit, if you've got light, you can see and you don't fall into that pit. So, I mean, the work in Gombe was amazing, and it was an amazing experience because it was, the poverty and the level of income and but the help and the work that Catchat here is doing for those people is amazing. They put solar lights on 2 health centres, providing electricity through the night. So if someone gets injured now in Gombe, in the area that we were in, at night, they can go to the health clinic and they can be checked up, rather than having to wait till the daytime. Spring well was put in, and obviously distributing the mini solar lights for different disadvantaged families. So yeah. Any other programs? I think that was mainly it that I worked on. But I'd say 75 to 80% of my time I was teaching at the school. I was teaching primary 4 and primary 5, so that's sort of, I'd say 9 to 12-year-olds, and they were amazing children, inspiring children actually. I'm going to miss them a lot. And yeah, I was switching between Faith and Good Hope, which are the 2 main schools that Catchat work with, and both have lots of orphans who again have no parents. So any work that any volunteer can do here is good work.
Thank you for volunteering in Uganda, and we hope to have you back soon with us.
Thank you very much.